Hi, Gemini. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time. My name is Coach Liz. All right, Gemini. This reading is going to be for you. Now, remember that it is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. So don't force the shoe to fit. Gemini, I'm still doing the 30-minute free reading giveaway. So I'll be posting the winner on June the 1st. I will be announcing the winner on June 1st. So the way it works, I'm going to, in the middle of the reading or whenever, something comes up that speaks to me, I will tell you to comment or type it in the comments. And that's how you can get a chance to enter to win the free 30-minute reading. But yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining the team. And I appreciate your support. So, all right, before I started the video, Gemini, I do like to meditate a little bit on the energy just to kind of see what you have like going on, which direction your energy is headed. Like, are we talking about love, career, whatever it may be, right? So, stepping into your energy, I really felt like, for one, I was trying to see what candle, I do like to light a candle for each reading. And I'll let my intuition pick the color. But for some reason, Gemini, with you, I could not pinpoint what color I wanted. I like to light the black candle each reading because it does give protection, but sometimes I like to light another candle with it, but I couldn't pinpoint which color to choose. And I just kept feeling like I don't know, it just felt very colorless. Like I was going through almost, not necessarily depression, possibly depression for some of you. You're an air sign, so you could have been in your head, or you have found yourself where you're stuck in your head a lot, overthinking. But I feel like you've had to, or you've gone through a period, or you're going through a period where you kind of had to like push through a lot of difficult experiences. I feel like every time you turned around, there was something new happening that you needed to either pay for, or some bill that was popping out, or a tire popping, or your child at school was failing a class, or it just feels like it was thing after thing after person after whatever just happening. And it just feels like you had to push through various, I don't want to call them difficulties, but we're going to call them experiences, because I feel like they have taught you certain lessons, and these lessons have served, or they're serving for your higher purpose. Like things aren't happening, or they haven't been happening just because God has it out for you. It's because it's time for you to ascend. It's time for you to grow. And all of those things that were happening, they were in it. I don't like to call it a test, because I don't feel like God is testing us. I think it really honestly just test our own faith, our own confidence, our own courage and persistence and strength within ourselves, right? Like how we go about life experiences, how we react to them, how we grow from them. I think it's really what life is all about. And I feel like you've been in a place where you kind of had to like be stubborn a little bit, like push through certain things and certain tests, or certain instances where you just had to stand your ground. And I feel like because you've pushed through, because you've been persistent, because you've been in control of your emotions and your reactions and your actions, I feel like you're getting ready to reach a certain level of success and wealth that I don't even think you knew or expect, right? I feel like you're getting ready to bounce back. I feel like because you made the choice to take a leap of faith onto, whatever path that you chose. Because I think that I feel like I'm speaking to a Gemini who chose a path, what is it, the path less traveled. And I don't know. I feel like people were looking at you like you were, I don't know, maybe a clown or somebody. Maybe you look delusional, and people were like, "Yeah, that shit's never gonna work." I feel like you kind of went against the grain somehow, and you took this leap of faith, and you possibly felt like you landed on your ass, like you landed straight, like you didn't land how you thought you, or how you wanted it to, right? Things didn't pan out exactly how you expected them. But I feel like you're at a point now where you realize why it is that that you experience certain things, and you're getting ready to bounce back. I feel like you're getting ready to pop out. I feel like you are grateful for the experiences that you've gone through, or your gratitude is like you're not sitting in that energy of depression and crying like, woe is me, why did this happen to me, or why have I gone through this. I feel like you're just in this great attitude, looking at it from a positive perspective, where you're taking your lessons and you're running with them, and you're like, I can actually use these lessons for my benefit, instead of me sitting here crying about it, being stuck in this gray ass, depressive mood. um you're ready to see some color. Maybe even wearing color right now would be beneficial for you, so that you can elevate your energetic frequency. Maybe where I'm hearing In Living Color, so that could have been a show that you grew up watching. um yeah, I'm hearing maybe a comedy show could be good right now. Maybe attending a comedy show could help elevate or bring up your energy. Like if you've been feeling down and it's like gray, just feeling blah, having a little bit of fun, tapping into your inner child could help you bring that energy out of you, and bounce back. Bring yourself back. Look at the things that you're grateful for. Look at how far you've come. If you're still in this energy of maybe a depression, focus on the things that you have accomplished. And the lessons, look at them as badges, right? They're battle wounds that you can carry. And maybe even your battle wounds, I feel like sometimes they're a story to tell, right? That's your testimony. What you've been through, what you were able to fight through, what you stood, you stood your ground, you stood 10 toes down on your values and your beliefs. And I feel like now you're getting ready to bounce back and pop out. I like this energy, Gemini. And if you still, like I said, if you still find yourself in that like murky, like, ugh, energy, wearing color, or even just coloring, right? Exposing yourself to different colors, I think I've heard somebody call it color. Um, damn, what was the name of it? The study of, I feel like there's like the study of colors, like what colors do for our brain, right? So how colors affect our brain and how we think and the things that we crave or the things that we want. So wearing maybe yellow, I'm hearing maybe wearing yellow or bright colors can help bring your mood up if you've been feeling a little bit on the not so good side, Gemini. All right. Let me see what tarot deck I want to use for you guys. What do we want for the Gemini spirit? Okay, we'll go with this. The vice versa. I'm still learning this deck. It is front and back. So, oh, maybe I wasn't supposed to show that. Sorry, YouTube. Uh-oh. I hope they don't flag it. Oops. Sorry, y'all. This deck uses a lot of nudity, so I don't know if I should use it. I'll just block it out. All right, Gemini, let's see what Spirit has for you. Let me get a little bit more as to, you know, what this energy is and why it's popping out for you. I didn't want to just focus on love in these readings because I feel like sometimes, I mean, everything is tied to the heart, right? You can't, everything is interconnected, but sometimes we need to figure out what the root cause of our imbalances, maybe emotional imbalances, you know, are coming from. So we're just going to go with whatever messages Spirit has. We're not, if it's love, if it's about love, we'll talk about love, Gemini. All right, what messages do you have for the Gemini Spirit? Communication, movement. We have the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Wands, and the Devil energy. So someone was either you've been lying to yourself about a certain situation, or there's communication coming in towards you in regards to possibly someone deceiving, being deceptive. They could have held some information back from you. But I feel like whatever it is, whatever this communication is, I feel like you're getting ready to face the truth, and it's gonna help you expand. So I'm seeing a common theme in the readings that I'm posting, Gemini, now that I think about it, because it's popped out in Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and now I'm doing your reading, Gemini. Something about our truth, our true north, your truth, sticking to your truth is coming out a lot. So I feel like things are being revealed that either we've hid from ourselves or that others have been hiding from us. And there's either you're communicating, either you're speaking up about how you feel about a certain situation, or someone is coming in to speak about information that either they've been withholding or information that's been withheld from you. But I feel like whatever it is, whatever information is being delivered, whatever truth or whatever piece of information is coming in, is going to cause you to expand in some way, shape, or form. It's either going to push you to help you release the toxic patterns that you could have had and didn't want to face, or you're going to finally acknowledge this about someone that you are connecting to. But it's going to be for, I'm not seeing where this is going to hurt you emotionally. If anything, is going to create some sort of passion and fire within you to want to elevate and push forward, which is why I'm getting this bounce back energy. Okay, what messages, Spirit? Because I can be here all day just channeling messages. So we have the Temperance. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. For some of you, you were connected to someone who could have lied to you, betrayed you, backstabbed you. And I feel like I'm hearing you could have been with this person, either you were connected to this person for a long time. I feel like timing somehow is of the essence here. Or for some of you Geminis, you could have gone through this journey, or you've been on this journey where it's taken time. It has taken some time for things to balance out, but I feel like now you're at a point where you're starting to see how your persistence and your hard work is paying off. I feel like divine timing was also at play. So even though you felt like you were taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, again, I feel like you had to experience certain things to teach you patience, to teach you, I'm hearing self-control, to learn how to handle things with grace. And I'm hearing harmony. Maybe there's an energy where you've had to learn how to be patient with yourself and allow yourself the room to learn your lessons and not be so hard on yourself. There's a lot of healing energy here as well. Like, I feel like it pushed you possibly closer to your spirituality, right? Like, if you are someone who is religious, maybe this pushed you to get a little bit closer to God, or your spirits, or your guides, or whoever it is that you pray to, God. So I don't know, whatever it is that you subscribe to. But whatever you experience, it was painful, it was hurtful, it was betrayal, it was disappointing, it was you kind of had to pick yourself up off the ground numerous times and wipe yourself off and keep pushing and keep going. For some of you, I feel like you found out that maybe the person that you were connecting to put you in a third party situation. So maybe there was a third person involved, and you're having to kind of heal from this situation, from that connection, and you're ready to bounce back. I feel like you've been focusing on your health, your nutrition, your fitness, your beauty, your just bringing yourself back into balance, finding who you are after this person, right? Because I feel like sometimes breakups, we after a breakup, we like to say, I just want to get my old self back. And if we're being honest, that old self is not coming back, right? You just went through something that has changed you. Now you can allow it to change you for the worse, or keep you the same, keep dealing with the same type of situation or the same type of person, or it's going to push you to grow. And I feel like that's exactly what you've gone through, right? And I feel like whatever it is that you're coming from is pushed you to grow in ways that you never thought possible, right? And you're grateful for these experiences. You're grateful for the backstabbing and the swords, right? Like, yes, it hurt, but I feel like you're wearing those wounds, those battle wounds, as like your badges of honor, right? Like what you've been through, what you've gone, what you were able to come back from. Messages for Gemini. The World. You closed out a cycle. This is major energy for you, Gemini. I feel like there's a lot of cycles that you closed out. Heavy on the lessons, like I said. Look, and you're ready for this new beginning. Like, you see how this person, usually the Fool is depicted on other cards, on other tarot decks, as the Fool jumping off the cliff, and this little bunny is jumping. And I just feel like you're just literally you're closing something out, so ready for this new beginning. You're heading in a whole new direction. You're not even, what I like about the Fool is that you see that little sack that he carries. The Fool is someone who just looks at life with refreshed energy, right? Like ready for a new adventure. And I feel like that type of energy is great to have, especially after a period of hurt, right? And pain and loss and deception. And I feel like you are now facing those lessons and you're looking at them, and you maybe even looking at, I feel like she's looking at herself in the mirror. And it's not a mirror. It just feels like it, I don't know. It's giving mirror. Anyway, you may be looking at yourself in the mirror and, just saying, you did that. You've been through it. You went through it. Now we're here and I'm ready. I'm here and I'm ready. I can and I will. Like it feels like you're just pushing through the adversity, and you're looking at it as something that has built you up rather than tear you down. The Two of Pentacles. So you could have been juggling a lot. You could have had a lot of responsibilities, work, play, home, family, kids, self-care, everything under the sun. For some of you, there's a decision that you had to make. There's a decision possibly between two people. You could have had to close a cycle or close something out with one part. Like you're having to make a decision, or you're having to choose between two people. I also feel like, again, going back to the third party situation, if there could have been somebody that was juggling you, right? They were going between two people. And for some of you, the information came in. I feel like somebody could have delivered the news. Maybe you found out and it was very, caught you off guard. The information, whatever was revealed, caught you off guard. Let me get some more for the Gemini. Seven of Cups. And the Knight of Cups. So remember when I said that energy felt like you were in this like gray area, just not, not knowing whether if you're going left or right. It just feels like you were in the dark, right? It was just confusion, not necessarily illusions, because I do feel like you knew where you were heading, right? I feel like you knew your path. It felt like there were moments where you would question if you were on the right path, if you were doing the right thing. And I feel like every time you would ask for a sign, it was almost like God would tell you, yes, you are on the right path, but it just didn't feel like that, right? It's like you're almost like, well, God, you're telling me I'm on the right path, but shit's falling apart left and right. And I feel like you were being taught patience, and you were being taught grace and healing. And just because things weren't necessarily moving forward, just because it didn't seem like things were moving forward, it didn't mean that things weren't moving. And as I'm saying that, there's a mountain. Is that a mountain behind this? There's a mountain. So it's like mountains were being moved without you even knowing, right? Like they were mountains being moved without you even knowing. And I feel like it was your faith that, I want to cry, you guys. Why am I getting emotional? It just felt like, Gemini, you've been going through some stuff. Oh, what do I want to cry? I'm sending you lots of love. Oh, You guys, I'm sending you a big hug, Jemmy. Okay, so clearly mountains were being moved or removed from your path. And it's almost like your third eye, you see the third eye being illuminated? It's almost like that's that's the only thing that kept you grounded. Oh, I need to get my shit together. Oh, Gemini, let me drink some water. I'm sending y'all so much love. Mm. Mhm. Y'all probably feeling beat up by just like my bottle looks. But listen, it's been tough. It's been hard. Like y'all have had to, you're like the wounded warrior. Like you're wondering like, God, am I fighting the right fight? But you see how like they look like they're praying. This person is praying. And it's like, I'm just so confused. It just felt like, I know this is what I thought I wanted, but it feels like things are just falling apart. And when you thought things weren't moving, um, I feel like your angels were moving mountains for you. Your faith was moving mountains for you. Mm. Gemini, what are you doing to me? Ooh. Okay, let me get some more. The Two of Swords. Yeah. You're sitting or you're sitting in so much confusion. Like you didn't know which way to go. You could have been seeing 222. You could be seeing 222. I feel like I'm picking up on someone. God dang it, Gemini. What the hell? Jeez. I feel like your emotions, you guys were overthinking. Well, not necessarily. I don't even feel like you guys were overthinking. It just feels like you've spent a lot of time wondering if you were doing the right thing or headed on the right path. And praying. For some of you, you're wondering if you should move. Like I feel like there's some of you who are considering a move or travel. Like you're going back and forth about it. Maybe there's relocation. Maybe you're having to leave behind people, places, or things. Whew. But I think that whatever you decide, it's going to be the right decision for you, Gemini. Just like you've been praying and meditating and allowing your guides and your intuition guide you. It's no wrong way, right? Like maybe it feels risky, right? It feels risky, it feels scary. It feels like everything is so unknown or secret. Like it's a heavy energy of like mystery, right? Like just not knowing, just your faith. I feel like your faith has gotten you through so much. I feel like you're getting ready to see how Gemini see how that faith is gonna pay off. Jesus, Gemini. Why do y'all have me like this? Whew. It's like you saw the potential of the path and the journey that you chose. And although it was hard, right? It was the road less traveled. I feel like you're getting ready to see the King of Swords. Yeah, you always knew what you wanted. You knew what, deep down, right? who you are and who you're meant to be, and because you face things head on, because you stayed focused, because you stayed consistent and didn't allow distractions to get you off your path. You're getting ready to reap the benefits. You've had to do a lot of mental, overcome a lot of mental blockages. For some of you, you possibly even battled with depression and anxiety. I'm hearing PTSD. Like, there was so much that you had going on, juggling, that, you know, your ability to stay focused and determined and disciplined is what's, you know, what's going to get you through through this gray, you know, this gray and or difficult time, right? If you're still in this energy, Gemini, like I said, I'm sending you a big hug and color, something with color, maybe a comedy show. Wearing bright colors can help you bring that mood, you know, bring that energy back up. Possibly doing some spending time by water, I'm hearing. Spending, because I am seeing a lot of water in your reading as well. So your emotions, like I'm over here crying. I don't even know why. So I'm clearly picking up on your energy, Gemini. So maybe spending time by water could be beneficial as well to help you clean your aura. You could have Cancer in your chart as well, or you could be dealing with a Cancer. Whew, y'all, what the hell? I'm sorry. My heart just did something, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sending you lots of love. In the comments below, type in your favorite color. Just, you know, the little circle colors in the emojis. Put in your favorite color emoji. My favorite color is pink. I don't think they have pink up there, but I'll put a pink heart. But whatever it is, pick a color, any color, and post it. Aw. Gemini. Let me get one more message for you. We're going to get a Moonology message. These have really been like bringing the readings together at the end. So yeah, if you want to enter the free reading giveaway, and in the comments, type in your favorite color, the emoji, or just type in the name of the color. And sending you lots of love, Gemini. Lots of hugs. All right, what message do you have? Look, what did I say? The end of a tough cycle approaches. So you're getting there. Hang tight, Gemini. It's almost over. It is. If you're still going through it, you know, like I said, spending some time by water or laughing a little bit. Spending time, you know, with friends, people who kind of bring, you know, elevate your energy a little, bring the best out of you, can help you through this time. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. So your North Node could be significant right now. So again, I feel like you chose the path less traveled. You chose to go through towards your true north. And that's difficult sometimes, y'all. Like following your life path or your journey to some people, it makes no sense, right? To some people, you are delusional and you possibly look like this damn bunny, you know, wearing a fucking mascot, whatever suit or costume. And that's how people have been looking at you. Like, you're delusion, you look crazy, you know? But you just knew in your heart that what you were doing was exactly what you were called or meant to do. And because you stepped out of your comfort zone, um, because you made the choice to follow your true north, it's been a tough path, a tough road for you. All right, 116. Ooh, Gemini, that really hit my little heart. Yeah, you're getting ready to, it's the last card in this deck. So it's the world card is here. So you're getting ready to close out the cycle. You're getting ready to close out a cycle for sure. All right, there's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the thing that scares you within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction to take action. So, are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? Y'all, we've talked about the full leap of faith. I'm telling y'all, these cards have been on point. These little Moonology cards have been on point. So yeah, Gemini, I hope that this message makes sense to you, and I hope that it kind of gives you a little bit of that energy to help, bring you up, bring your mood up, bring your vibration up. Don't forget to enter the 30-minute free reading giveaway. Type in your favorite color. And we'll talk to you soon, Gemini. Sending love. Bye.